Welcome everyone back to A Jolly Good Life, and today we are going to be making this cute little snowman out of a toilet paper roll. So if you want to see how you make this, keep watching because this is today's craft. So the supplies you're going to need for this craft are going to be a toilet paper roll, or if you don't have one of these around and you happen to have a paper towel roll, you can always cut that to size. You're going to need, of course, some white paint and a paintbrush, a pipe cleaner, any color you choose, because it's going to be his little earmuffs. I just happen to have the red one. 2 pom-poms, some ribbon. They sell ribbon at the Dollar Tree. They also sell pipe cleaners there as well. An orange and a black Sharpie, 2 buttons, a pair of scissors to cut your pipe cleaner, and a glue gun. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is paint your toilet paper roll or your paper towel roll with white paint. Now I'm using the Folk Art Winter White, but any of the white paints, I use Apple Barrel as well, Apple Barrel acrylic paints, but this is the one I happen to have on hand today, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. We're going to give him 2 coats. I'm going to let this one dry, then I'm going to give it another coat of paint, and I'm going to also do just a couple of inches around the inside of the top of what's going to be the top of the snowman. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, let it dry, and then we'll get back to it. So now that it's dried, we're going to draw his little face on with the black Sharpie and the orange Sharpie. And just like always, you could do the face however you like. And now we're going to work on his little earmuffs. So you're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to hold it on there just to measure. You don't want it too far because the pom-pom should hide most of it. But you want enough that it's going to actually hold to the toilet paper tube. And this is also preference if you want his earmuffs to be tall or really little. This one I'm going to do kind of like that. Make sure you measure it out and make sure that on this side you also cut so that you have enough left to glue. Now I'm going to turn him towards me so that I can see what I'm doing and center it. But you're just going to put a little dab of glue here and then just hold it for a second. And be very careful that you don't burn yourself. After you've given him a few seconds to dry, we're going to go ahead and get the pom-poms and glue them on the sides as well. So right on top of the pipe cleaner, we're just going to put a little dab of glue, and press your pom-pom on. He's not perfect. He's a little off-centered with his earmuffs, but that's quite all right. Okay, now we're going to put his little scarf on. And I believe this is about a 1/2 inch wide ribbon. So we're going to measure it. And once again, depending on how long you want his scarf to be, just eyeball it. That would be too long because I don't want my scarf to be that long. So I'm going to save on ribbon. I'm going to give it a little extra. So just for reference, this is about 1 foot, and this is more than enough ribbon. Like I said, I did extra. So that's 1 foot of ribbon that I cut there. All right, so I choose for my little snowman to have the little scarf over here, just like this one, over here to the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue his scarf on. And all you really need is a dab of glue. I'm going to hold it around the back of him and go ahead and glue that. Now in order to do this, I'm going to fold it back and then fold it forward. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue and fold it back on itself. And I do mean a little bit of glue. Just enough to hold the ribbon in the position. And now I'm going to fold it forward like an accordion. So you have it like this. Now you're going to glue it like that at an angle so his scarf is facing down. So now the ribbon is not like this, but it is down like this. Now if you choose, you can make it simple and just go straight across and glue on this side, and it looks like he's in the wind. Like this. So either way, you can do it straight all the way around, so it looks like he's windblown, or you could do it down. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to do it down like this. So I'm going to do this next part. So I'm going to go ahead and glue right there. Now for this one, you could do the same thing. Kind of accordion it. And do that. So you can also do that if you choose. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my one part of the scarf and I'm going to angle cut it. I'm going to angle cut this one as well. And I have your little snowman, and I'm going to go ahead and glue his 2 little buttons. Now, like I said before, let your imagination go wild with this. You can use any color buttons. Who says you have to use black buttons? Pipe cleaner, same. Maybe you have purple buttons hanging around the house. Maybe you have pink. Maybe you have orange, yellow, whatever color buttons you have lying around the house. You do not need to specifically go out just to buy black buttons. On the same token, who said you need buttons? If you don't have any buttons at home and you're on a budget, or you don't have the time to go out and buy buttons, you can always take markers and draw little buttons on there. Just make it fun, especially if you're doing with younger kids that have awesome imaginations. They can use different color pipe cleaners, they can use different pom-poms. Ribbon is up to you. All right, everyone, thanks once again for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little recycle craft that was pretty simple to do on a budget. I think it's a cute family craft to do. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, I'll see you here on A Jolly Good Life.